Impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
We're scoreless after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's the option. And some room to roam now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he returns this to the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there? When we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things, not so far for this rookie. Because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Byron Pringle, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll They'll look to throw here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Justin Jones there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Fields now to throw.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
They'll forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he wisely will throw that one away. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Fields. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their fourth down play.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Come on, set. Get back.
Now back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the